Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So for the moment, we are still heading sideways. We've got a double top in play here. Well, trying to get it into play, but we have not yet closed below the swing low here at 13,826. So that's the sort of the neckline of this double top, but we kind of rejected it. So it's range bar, sort of more, I don't know, like weird range bar, long tail, almost a pin bar, and then we close off with a pin bar. Now, I would have loved that pin bar to be green. It would have given us a fairly good indication of the move back up, but I think at the moment we are still sideways. So again, have a think of what is driving the European markets at the moment. What is top of mind right now? And obviously it is COVID. So we have multiple lockdowns in multiple countries where the euro is dominant. And remember, the DAX is driven by the euro. Then we have we've got situations where the vaccine is rolling out and starting to show some signs of effect. And you've got a lot of small businesses that are closed, and they're going to have to start opening up soon. Otherwise, they're going to do a little bit more damage to the economies. So at the moment, we're in a holding pattern to see where this is going to go, what's going to happen. So buyers are not buying, and those that are holding stocks at the moment are not selling just yet, because the trend is still up. In their eyes, it's still a bit of a consolidation. So when you start looking at the lower time frames, you'll see what's on offer at the moment. So moving averages are still flat. We are clearly stuck in this range. So we do have some divergence here. So swing low, that's a higher low, whereas that's a low and that's a new low. We have this inside bar here. We've got some tails here of pin bars. So the thinking probably at the moment is this a bottom? Do we have some structure forming here at 13,826? Is that our new line in the sand? For me, I'm not entirely convinced yet. I think we are still very much sideways. And if I look at the moving averages on the hour, they're all sort of flat, but we've got a crossover. So we've got a pretty decent crossover. And then I have diversions to the opposite side. So low, lower low, that's a high, higher high. That is continuation divergence, which means I should be looking for another visit to the downside. So personally, I'm still sit on sides with the DAX. I think the Dow Jones offers a little bit more opportunity at the moment. I don't think there's anything here. You look at that bit of a sell-off going into the close, and it does look like a bit of a wedge that's formed as well. So it was basically up, close a gap, and a bit of a wedge. Now, where to next? Maybe we form another pin bar and we get it through the bottom, or maybe we sort of just form our structure. Now, that one's not going to form, but there is possibility that forms. So when I'm talking about structure, here's the Dow loves channels. So failed on that one, but maybe this is the area that we're looking for, and you'll probably find that that's some sort of a Fibonacci. So there's a breakout retest here as well. That's around 13,894. So if we find some structure there, we may see something continue to the upside. But I think for me, and that's fairly close to a 50% Fibonacci as well. Anyway, for me, I think there's too much confusion here. I'm not entirely convinced either way. The only thing that I am convinced of is that we are sideways, and I am using the moving averages as my guide here. And when they are flat like this and they are crossed over, normally we're either going to continue, or if they start pointing to the downside and this thing starts breaking the double bottom or double top neckline, which is 13,826, I would then see continuation to downside. So for me to short this, I'm going to need to see a break below here, 13,826, and a pullback and a retest, and even sort of this kind of set up a lower low. But right now it is sideways, so I'm not interested in it. So I'm still sitting on the sidelines. Anyway, that's it for me. I know it doesn't help you, but money in pocket is also a pretty profitable trade. And yep, we'll have a look at the S&P 500 now. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.